if I'm getting too loud, so I'm gonna like push back because I never tell how loud I am up here. Magandang gabi, meaning good evening. First, I would like to extend a quick thank you to AAA and Annabelle for giving me an opportunity to speak, and of course a shout out to the graduates tonight. So when I applied to write a speech and present for GraduAsian, they told me to choose one of two topics. First, celebration of the past, and second, hope for the future. I was surprised when they tried to separate the two topics because how can one hope for the future without knowing where you came from? So the speech is going to be a little interactive a bit and maybe a little heavy, and I want to see a show of hands, and please be honest. How many of you had endured emotional hardship in your lifetime? The type that you didn't know if you'll recover from and ever be the same person again. And second, how many of you had endured bullying, whether because you're Asian, white, black, something in between, or because you didn't really know? Okay. You see, these things are so difficult to endure. It seems like sometimes people become like steel, cold, but just as strong. They don't need anybody else. Over time, we start to believe that everybody will eventually hurt us, that everybody you meet is on a timer from when they walk into your life to when they walk out. But it doesn't have to be like that. Sometimes people walk out of your life outside of your control, and sometimes they walk out of your life because you let them. Never let them. When I came to college, I was the lone wolf. I had family here, but I didn't really start trying to connect with her until a couple years ago. But as I navigated school, I eventually saw that, although I despise group work, how much more I can get done by communicating and collaborating with different types of people. I also learned that I definitely have my flaws from my past, but that I wouldn't be the strong person who I am without acknowledging everything that had happened to me. I wouldn't be able to take critiques and use it as fuel to become better. I wouldn't be able to see something wrong and do something about it to change it. Our past defines us, not just culturally, but personally. I have a couple of challenges for you tonight. The first is to own your past, everything that had ever happened to you, because it formed you into the strong person that you are today, a sort of diamond in the rough. By owning our past, we celebrate it, and by celebrating it, we celebrate ourselves. Now, can I get a quick show of hands if you're at Matsu the last weekend of March? Okay, so of those people, did any of you guys get to go to the privilege workshop run by Vanessa Tech? So you guys are, like, know what this bracelet's about and everything?
Woo, Vanessa!
Okay, so I did too. And for those of you that weren't there, she taught us a little something about privilege, about how much I have and how much we all have as individuals. Then she taught us about how we can use them to make our society a better place, how we can use our privilege to improve our situation. Well, now I'm pretty sure a lot of you are thinking about how you're not sure if I can say we're privileged, but I can say pretty confidently that we are, although it comes at a struggle. We're able to be educated about social issues by living them firsthand. You know what position that puts us in? One of power, one of respect, one where we have a unique perspective that allows us to see the differences between different types of people, but also the similarities, their intersections. We are in a position to be able to educate other people, and my second challenge to you is to continually educate other people, whether it be running or facilitating a workshop at a conference, or sharing something with your friends, or straight up schooling someone for 5 minutes because they try to tell you to go back home and they should have known that you were already home. We have such a big opportunity to make a difference in the atmosphere of our social climate, to create a big shift, and yet it's impossible to do it alone. Even though I hate to admit it, I need other people. They make my goals a possibility, and the networks I've developed here at Ohio State are definitely some of the strongest I've built in my whole life. I mean, look to your left, look to your right, look all around the room. These are the reasons you're sitting at the table you are, aren't they? There are people you wish that could be here, and there are people you wish you would never leave, but know that distance is just a number. This, here. This room is your community. We will always be a part of this Asian American family. This is one of our support systems, something that will continue pushing us forward long after we're gone. Remember those that have always stood by you. Remember us, because we are those that will help you succeed in the future. You see, the prompt, hope for the future, it's not something abstract to me. I could see it in a physical form when I look out. I see the organizers of a regional Asian American conference, the progenitors of ethnic and Greek organizations, and upcoming leaders, future politicians, nurses, doctors, engineers, economists, photographers, artists, and of course the great filmmakers. Everyone has a niche to make their great impact. And if you can find yours and collaborate, you can make even a greater impact. Look back for a second. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and now senior year. Thinking about all the smiles that have been shared and all the tears that have been shed. Remember when you weren't sure if you'd ever get this far, and yet you're sitting right here. You've overcome your obstacles to make a step towards your goals. You've done it once before, and you can always keep doing it. The last 2 decades of your life have supplied you with many opportunities like pieces to a puzzle. Take advantage of it. Play with the pieces, fitting them together until you get it right, and you will get it right. But no matter what you're doing, work hard and do what you love first, because surely the money will come afterwards. Remember to keep the bonds you formed here, and last but not least, remember to take care of yourself. Thank you.